My name is Ursula Burnett, and the type of cancer I had was DCIS and evasive carcinoma. I was diagnosed at stage 1 and stage 0. I found out about my diagnosis from a routine mammogram. Um, I had to return back for extra tests, which was nothing unusual. I always had to return for extra tests, but this time they wanted a biopsy. So I had undergone a biopsy, and then a month later, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. My initial reaction to my diagnosis was shock. I found out as I was leaving my shift at work. So of course I was in shock, and I cried. I cried for about maybe 2 minutes, and then I said it's time to get busy and get started to see what I could do to get this cancer out of me and to just to focus on my health um, and my well-being. Um, and I thought about how long was I gonna have to live or things of that nature. So I was pretty much in shock, disbelief, and not so much denial, but just disbelief. Um, and I happened to have a coworker there when I got the news who was there to comfort me during that time. So after that, I just cried a little, and then I just got to work. Course of treatment from the beginning, um, they were telling me chemotherapy at first. Um, I kind of refused. Um, I got a new team of doctors to help me with my diagnosis. And the course of treatment was originally a lumpectomy in my right breast. But then, with finding out what type of cancer was, um, I opted for bilateral mastectomy, um, just because the type of cancer was, and though it was in the right breast, I was told that I run a high risk of it returning later on in my left breast. So I opted for bilateral mastectomy without radiation and without chemotherapy treatments. Right now, my treatment is um, an oral pill and injections every 28 days. The oral pill I have to take daily um, to stop the progression of my cancer cells until they could basically flatline my hormones. I have to do this treatment for 5 years, um, which is hard because I didn't think um, because I didn't do traditional chemo, I didn't think I would experience some of the side effects that comes with having chemotherapy. But I actually have. There's days where I'm nauseous. There's days where I have no appetite. My taste buds have changed. There are days where most days every part of my body hurts. Um, I had long locks that I had been growing for like 5.5 years, and my hair began to thin and come out. So I recently got the big chop. Um, I just um, I'm gaining weight in some places because of the treatment. Um, and I just been diagnosed with possibly having lymphedema, uh, possibly due to the treatment. So I just try to do the best I can every day, despite how I feel or how my treatments make me feel. And I try to remain optimistic, even though I know I have to deal with this for 5 years. But I just try to get by day by day. participating because I love sharing. I love sharing. I've always been kind of introverted. Still am. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but I am. I've always been kind of shy. Um, but I love my sister's keeper. I love the tight knit closeness of everyone, of all the ladies. I love the community that my sister keeper has, and I like how everybody makes me feel. And so I want to do this to raise awareness of breast cancer and actually to show how important it is in communities with women of color to go get mammograms, to go get checked. I have a history of this within my family, particularly on my maternal side. And I have two sisters who I adamantly tell to go get checked, go get your mammograms. I found out my cancer wasn't hereditary through genetic testing, but it was environmental. But I still want people to be aware of breast cancer, even men. And I'm doing this because, one, to surround myself with women who knows what it feels like to go through this, and two, to raise awareness to women, particularly women of color. Again, I will keep stating that, to go get checked, to go get mammograms, to do self-exams, and just do not be afraid. Just go get checked. And even if you end up with a diagnosis of cancer, to know that it's not like your life isn't going to end right then and there. There's so many advances within technology and whatnot. So the survival rate for folks with cancer is greater than it has been probably 20 years ago. So that's why I'm doing this fashion show. If someone was diagnosed with the type of cancer I have, my advice would be, I would tell them that they got this, that they were going to make it. Cancer today, like I said, with so many different advances in the technology and in medicine and whatnot, it's not a death sentence. I will say that keeping a positive mindset is key. It's very important. It is so important to stay positive. It's important to surround yourself with people who are positive. It's important to surround yourself with people who are spiritual, who just encourage and uplift, because this is hard on a day-to-day basis. It's hard when you lose a part of you that you've always had from since you were born. And every day sometimes seems like it get a little harder, especially in those quiet moments when you have time to think and when your brain is processing everything. I would tell a person who was recently diagnosed that you're not going to understand what's going on. It's been a year now for me, and I still don't understand. I'm still confused a lot of days, like, really? Cancer? But you're going to make it. You're going to make it. You absolutely are going to make it. They're going to rock this thing out just like I have, and just like dozens of other women and the women in my sister's keeper have. We're going to rock this thing out. And if there's anything that anybody ever need, to just reach out to my sister's keeper, because Sherry and everybody will be there for you. They will be there for you, just like what's meant. My sister keeper has been my lifeline. It actually has. I remember the day that I called And had I not, I have no idea how things would have turned out. So I'm so glad that a friend referred me, and I'm glad that I called because they're happy tears because yeah, I got through this. I'm getting through this, and I will tell that person that you will, and I don't know. My sister's keeper has been a godsend and a lifeline. Um, and I will tell that person that you truly, truly, truly got this. You will get through it. You will. Yeah, these are happy tears. Um, I think it's important when I got diagnosed that um, one, I wasn't really afraid. I wasn't afraid. My mind was more so on my family and my niece than anything. But um, I'm proud of myself because I never complained one day. Not one day went by that I complained or blame God. In fact, my testimony was how He came to me that a couple of days before my diagnosis and told me that He would help me get through this. And I believe God when He said He gonna do something, that He's gonna do it, and He did. So I never questioned Him as to why was I given cancer. I actually said to Him, "Why not me?" Because I felt like it's part of my mission, it's part of my journey, and I still feel that way. And like having this diagnosis of cancer, it actually helped me with what I do at work as a community health worker because I met a few other women who come in who either have been recently diagnosed or who had cancer before and came back, and I was able to help them, and they were able to help me. So I just look at this as part of God's mission for my life, and still, I'm not going to complain, and I'm not going to question Him as to why me. No one wants cancer. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But it happens, and I don't know. I just feel like it happened to me, but it happened so that I could be an activist and so that I could be a messenger for all the other people who are going through this. And like I said, I just feel like this is just part of my journey, just part of my mission. And I'm actually, as crazy as it may sound, um, I'm glad that God chose me for this mission, for the journey. It does sound crazy, but I don't think I would have it any other way. Um, I don't know. I think that's what my purpose here in life is. Always to help people, always to encourage others, and He got my attention one way or another to be able to do that. But yeah, I think all in all, this is my mission, and so I'm gonna rock my mission out. I'm gonna rock it out.